Number 2, please.
2. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
I didn't either. Make a motion, we approve the minutes.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Actually, there's number 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's number 4.
Okay. Now number 2, huh?
Yeah, the credit card.
Okay. I'd make a motion that we would approve a credit card and set the limit of $1,000 for the relief department.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You want to get into the claims?
Yeah.
Got ARPA ones in there.
Yeah, I got a few questions, not too many.
Okay. Because we're not paying the concrete yet, right? The wording.
No, you ain't got that. I
Okay.
mean, it ain't done, so no.
I guess I'll take formal action on what I'd asked the sheriff regarding the salary on page 3.
Okay.
And recommend that that be paid quarterly.
Okay,
For foundation too.
Correct. Yeah. Do we need to vote on that or anything?
Well, when you approve the claims, let's say we're gonna hold off and make sure that's doable.
Doable? Okay, okay.
Before we back it all out
That's-
of the claims.
that's-
Okay.
A recommendation then.
okay, you got any questions? Or you want me to handle
Go
it?
ahead.
Just some things that we pay some money on.
One-
Never we're off the spending authority too.
It never works.
Which page?
I got page number 1,
Yep.
on the recycling part, 2100. You got Calhoun and Burns. Ain't that the company that Myron hires to do the,
Yeah, that's for the sanitary disposal. So it's going to the landfill.
but Calhoun and Burns? Go to your left.
Yeah, I see it. We'll look at
Okay,
it.
because then later on, there's a big chunk one here.
For,
I got it.
Same
underlined.
company?
Let me find it. Okay, page 4.
Same company though?
Yes, Calhoun and Burns for recycling for 19,000. About in the middle of your page, see that?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not letting me view it because we haven't posted the packet. Oh, wait, here's 21, 537.15. That is.
Cause Rick, go down on page 4 yet.
It's for a project manager, let's see, professional services from July to August.
Well,
For the,
because as he's indicating, further down secondary roads, Calhoun and Burns is engineering
yep,
services.
so that was for the 21, so let me look at
So
the
it
other
shouldn't be
one.
recycling.
I would think so.
Let me see.
It'd be a little confusing,
Yes.
or a lot confusing.
The door is open.
Mine was out of Fund 20, this one. Right here. Yeah, let me email Alicia, I can't see on that other one. So hold off on that one.
Okay,
On both
On
of
the,
those,
no, on the landfill one, I wanna make sure that one.
the one for 19 or the 2100?
2153.72.
Okay,
The other ones I think are okay, 'cause they're for the Fund 20, Myron's Engineer Services.
Okay, so what about the 19,000?
Yes, both of those are engineering.
We should call them engineering and not recycling.
Well, this one says SR Engineering Services
Oh, really?
on the other, on here, but
Right here. That's the two that trip
yep.
my eye anyway. I mean, they're probably right, but I mean, it shouldn't be
The
recycling.
description tweaked
Yeah,
on
it
that.
should not be recycling on either one of them, my guess.
Okay, we'll double check all that.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna double check.
Yep, because it's only letting me view because we haven't posted the packet, so hold on.
Okay.
But she can look it up from her end.
All right, so
Hold on.
I'll make a motion, move things forward, that we'll ever check on these 1, 2, 3 things.
Okay, is that your motion to,
Yeah, okay, that's my motion.
to approve the claims?
Yeah,
Okay.
after she checks on the 3 things.
Well, I'll second that one.
Aye.
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 I didn't hear you call for vote.
I didn't. Just-
There
Sorry.
wasn't nothing else to do, was there?
No, the last thing we got is the ARF deal,
Perfect.
ARPA. Let you guys look at this.
Okay, I was gonna say it's part of
So
the
I think
claims,
the only
isn't it?
one this week is my election one, because
Yep.
we're holding off on that other one. Did you call him yesterday?
Yes.
Okay,
He's gonna work us in.
all right, perfect. So we'll get that one on the next thing.
Might take him a while.
He's a busy boy. Zach was doing transportation.
What's that?
Who's doing the transportation stuff?
If I'm alive, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Rebar's here.
How are you? Yep. Yep, you're right.
Okay,
I move we approve ARPA.
and I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Do you need an initial on this?
Yes, and I'll put what it's for, my election equipment and the amount. They
Yeah,
can
I
both
see
do
that.
it.
You want it on front, back, or do you want it?
Just front.
Okay.
Mark?
Okay. I'd like to set a land use hearing for David Wilson for Tuesday, October 24th at 9:15.
Well, make a motion that we set that land use hearing for David Wilson at 9:15 on the 24th of October.
I'll second it then.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barb.
Thank you.
Have a good day, Barb.
See you. Bye.
Wait a minute. A minute, maybe to do that one quick. Or wait, actually do that one after Karen's, because I think I numbered it after hers.
Okay.
The resolution numbers.
Oh,
I'm like, wait a minute, don't do that one yet.
I printed what you sent me.
Yeah,
They don't start with 24 in the new fiscal year?
we're 23 though, calendar year.
I had asked Nancy.
Yeah,
And
I
we-
go off of the year, what we're in, and then how it goes in order.
Well, my commission signed the earlier this month, and it's 24-1.
360.
So
Because I was like, are these off of calendar year or fiscal year? Whoops,
it goes off like with the minutes in order,
I'm
so I use the calendar year. That's okay. There was one today I was gonna do for mental health, and it was like the exact same number a year ago, except I put one in front of it, so it wasn't. It was kind of like how it falls in chronicle order.
You ain't got different numbers on it anyway.
I'm not,
Between Cares and Blairstone.
yes, different numbers, yeah.
So you wanna do this one right away?
Well,
You got 9, 10. Nope, we can do Cares.
yeah.
Okay.
I have a new resolution. So we amended my office hours, part-time-ish, minimum 20 hours, can work up to 40, but took away those full-time benefits. I got to talking with Nancy in the auditor's office, because it specifically states a minimum of 20 hours. I don't know what other counties do when they have, like an official part-time employee. I don't know, like if they have sick leave or PTO, I have no idea. So I don't know what happens if they're sick or if they go on vacation, like how other counties do it. So for me, we don't take a whole lot of vacations, but we do usually try at least to do a beach week in the summer. So that would be a week. And then if I were to be sick for an extended amount of time, it's easy to make up a day or two. Like, that's just too easy to still get 20 hours in a week. But like, I've been sick since last Monday. I'm still coming to work because I'm not dying. So, what were to happen though if I were to be sick for, say we're talking 3, 4, 5 days, or for that vacation week? So it's the same exact resolution. My board signed their copy, thought we should bring it here just so everybody was on the same page. The exact same, it's just minimum 20 hours per week, comma, excluding any extended time off that needs to be taken for either illness or vacation. And that's it.
You come in.
So,
We had part-time before with this department. How was it handled?
She didn't specifically say how many hours or whatever, but
Right.
when they don't have full-time status, they don't have the paid leave, and so she's trying to make up those 20 hours, even if she were to be sick.
yep.
So,
So as it stands, like I
instead of
generally
going,
just make it up.
docking out of that 20 hours and docking her pay, she's just trying to make it up other ways.
Okay, so it's still not full-time status, don't have those benefits type deal, and just, okay.
It's just kind of giving her the flexibility to get her 20 hours in within that time frame. Correct. And then I would assume.
Or if there's an extended time,
Right.
like, okay, I didn't have 20 hours that week because we were on vacation.
And you might
for
have
a
to make
week.
it up the following time period to get your stuff all done.
This would make it so I would not be required to work the 40 hours the next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if, say you had a bunch of stuff piled up from when you were sick, I would assume you would get used
Yes.
up or
You bet.
post
Then
a
I'll be-
notice that you're gonna be absent type of thing.
Yep, then I'll be here, yeah.
So her salary went basically to half, and so is it figured on a per hourly basis? Okay, so I mean, it makes it simple.
So we didn't do a budget amendment, because the hours allow for me to work anywhere from 20 to 40,
Mhm.
albeit I have not been working 40 hours.
Sure.
So there's definitely been a reduction in the salary. We didn't do a budget amendment though for, well, if the office picks up, and maybe I am working 30, 35, 40 hours. So we didn't do a budget amendment, but I am only paid on an hourly basis just for the hours that I do work.
Yeah, just keeps it simple.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right. So,
And that's by.
do you have a resolution there?
Oh, you were, try turning it.
Oh, sorry.
So they can sign that one from the board too.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the resolution 2367.
Second.
By resolution,
Primer, aye.
Beer shake aye.
Seaman, aye.
Thank you. Have a super day.
I'll just drop that off to you if you want, or you want it now.
You'll have it in just about 30 seconds.
Because I'll have my copy when it's signed in the book, so it'll be fine.
That'll bite me at some point.
It wouldn't be in the car ride, probably. There you go, Claire.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Sue,
Yes, I just have a resignation here for you to approve of a correctional officer. Can I pass that down?
This girl's cold. I'm gonna hate to see what happens in January.
No.
All bundled
I'm
up,
with you.
I'm gonna bring my blanket in.
I guess.
They're short stored, what if-
Yeah, Alicia said that they entered the wrong description.
Okay.
So we'll get that part fixed, but.
okay.
Make a motion, we accept Haley Pringle, got it, with an R, her resignation.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sign that initially.
Yep.
Oh, need to initial? I'm sorry.
Just for the file.
I can't remember what needs initialed, what needs signed.
Well, else fails, just initial it, it won't hurt
Just,
anything.
okay.
Okay, Sue, your next step?
Okay, and then also requesting approval of a part-time courthouse security officer, Pat Jorgensen.
Okay. Don't have none on paper on that one? No?
We only do usually resolutions for full-time, so
Okay,
I just told her a motion, usually to approve the part-time.
okay.
Second.
So moved.
Okay, is there,
He's
Are
a retired ranger. He's got like 30 years.
I think we're all familiar with.
Oh, okay.
With Pat. but-
Okay. That would be at the entry salary of $21.08 an hour.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask, if you had
Yep,
something,
yep, $21.08, and then
In mind.
probably about 20 hours a week.
When will
No
that be?
benefits or anything.
When will he start?
His start date is October, is it the 2nd, next Monday?
Sounds right.
yep,
Yep. Okay, that's what I put in there. Somebody stole my October
okay.
calendar.
And I think Gary made the motion, so I'll second
What
that.
is this?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
No.
I got too much going on.
Ron, will he be the courthouse security only, or as needed?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's just security. Okay.
Larry has worked the hours that he could work for his
Sure,
Ivers
You
benefits.
probably know about that.
yeah.
He went to Arizona already.
Already? I was gonna say, he should be heading out.
He gone the 1st of September.
I
Wow.
thought he was,
Well, he went on a cruise for
yeah,
a week or two.
going somewhere fun.
Then he was going to
Yeah.
Arizona.
He wanted to beat the cold.
Yes.
Be nice when it's done.
Are you gonna fire away on this one?
Yep.
Are you gonna do this? Make a motion on that?
I move that we abate the taxes on parcel number 050-06550.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Is this by resolution?
They got it in May, which the prior
May of
year, this year.
this
So,
year?
the prior year, that's what I don't understand how that always, but I don't know what the circumstances were, where it come from, if it was,
I don't know.
Melinda's the one who talked with Brian and got that letter on, so. I
But
mean, we're talking 458, it's not like a huge amount, so.
Right. this is by resolution though. So Primer, aye.
Your shank aye.
Seaman, aye.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, you're passed.
Because you're basing the taxes on the prior year.
Yeah. And they just acquired it in May of this year?
You want me to ask him?
Well, was it a bear lot before?
I think so, yeah.
$458 is a lot of money for a bare lot.
I don't know.
Had to be a big lot.
Or a long time.
Well, it wasn't, there was no delinquent, so
So it was current?
I didn't know what the agreement was prior.
And there's no way to find out where that's at exactly.
Yeah, we can look it up,
Yeah.
but I mean, you guys already approved it now,
Yeah, you already
so.
approved, we approved it, so don't.
I'm just saying, when some of those come through like that, I feel like we need to get a better grasp on some of them, because it's based on the prior year, so. When they agreed to purchase it, those other people knew they had taxes coming up, I would think, so.
But on this circumstance, I do not feel guilty because it's gonna be for
Right, but on some of those other ones that we've had.
emergency services.
Well, it's for the city of Blairstown. Yeah.
Actually, it's for the rural area as well. But the taxes are on city property.
I get it, I get it. It's an extended area that the city's requesting.
Do you want the mental health 2080?
Sure.
I emailed you guys that one,
Yep.
and there's a resolution for that, to approve it for me. I put in that resolution, we did it a year ago too. And I think prior to that, it was, we had it more than 1 year at a time, it's just, they must have changed some language.
Did Ray look it over then?
Yes,
Okay.
because I included him on that email when I sent it to you guys.
So the language was changed.
Yep, he didn't see a problem.
Okay, good.
And he got right back to me. And then Mona had asked, and I already had it on, so I didn't think she would come.
No.
Should have signed it, you had it. Oh, well.
Yeah, there was some crazy 20
No, there wasn't. So do we make a motion there, Rick?
I didn't look at the resolution number.
Okay.
Sorry, what's the number?
2368, or no, yeah, 969, 2369.
2369, make a motion that we approve the 28E agreement for the mental health disability services.
Second.
All in favor, but well, it's by resolution, so
Primer, aye.
Gershenk, aye.
Seaman, aye.
And I did look at the email over, so.
Darren?
Morning, is it my time?
Yep.
All right. Oh, I want approval on the truck bed body for the truck I got coming. So what I have is where the money comes from, what it costs, and a fancy picture.
Thank you.
Yep, and then, I talked to Doug at the county shop, and he brought up some points on some stuff, and we kicked the tire around. This is what we came up with for best suit the needs for my department. And what it is, it's a aluminum body. You take the sides off it, so we can use it as a spray truck down the road. We're kind of multi-purpose, use it all year, kind of the intention of it. So, I guess it's got
So
a
you can pull the
voice.
sides off is what
Yeah.
you can do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all aluminum, no wood floor.
Yeah,
The wood floors would be porous, and then if we spill chemicals or mulch stick to it, it's
exactly, yep.
just more convenient and a little safer.
Mhm.
And then it's made right in-house at Future Line over in Cedar Rapids, I believe, so to me, that's as local as about as we can get.
Looks like a nice truck.
Yeah.
Well,
How long
it's the
out?
body, yeah.
Did they kind of give you an idea? That's the last thing I haven't heard.
I believe 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, that ain't bad.
I could be incorrect on that, but I believe it's 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, that ain't bad at all. Okay.
So, and they're wanting to have their end of it done, whether the UAW strike affects my truck coming or not, or, but they want to be able to put it on and send it back out.
Okay.
All right. So are they gonna start working on this bed before the truck gets here?
I believe that is correct.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice to have something for that mulch as well.
Yes, because then it's got the tarp that covers it.
Yep,
And if I blew the mulch and the chip, I don't think it'd be a good day for me with the secondary roads crew, because it rains and it'd be like corn stalks plugging culverts and stuff, so we have to haul the chips out.
so the question I've got with that tarp, is that a manual or electric?
I believe it's manual, and you do it from the ground.
Okay. I'd see how much additional it'd be for electric,
All right,
is what I would do,
That's what I
because,
do too.
you know, having rolled a tarp in the wind manually, or thrown tarps in the wind,
Not good.
I would look at doing an
Okay.
electric, see what that cost difference is. Because I think you have plenty of room with your budget.
I think I do too, Rick.
Yeah, okay. I'd make motion we approve the purchase of this truck bed and with the, you know, I hate to say the addition of the electric tarp, but I don't know how else to say it. Once you get the, you know, the estimate of that, or even if it's available, but I'm sure it
If
is.
it's available, get the estimate to you, just email it, or I need to come back next week, or?
Too bad, you can have it.
I think you can probably email that to us,
Alright.
you know, as long as it's not stupid money,
Astronomical.
half the price of the body or the bed, so,
Well-
yeah.
To be honest about it, there's already a tarp on it.
I know that.
So it ain't gonna cost that much to put an electric on it. So they already got a tarp.
Well, they're gonna have to wire it, and it's gotta run through the system. So, I mean, it's
Me personally, I don't think you can do a winch on this.
electric,
Nope,
may not be
I don't
possible,
think you can.
but one way to
Ain't no
find out.
difference than a dump truck.
Yeah, it looks, to me, it looks very parallel with the dump
Yep.
truck.
Dump trucks are all manual.
No, they're not.
They're not?
We just bought one that's got the electric on it.
For a dump truck?
Yes,
From front to back?
yes,
Really? I've never seen one.
okay,
Okay.
Well, gentlemen, I'll find out, and
There
you
you
guys
go.
will have your answer.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's pretty handy.
He made a motion, so
Second.
all in favor?
Hi,
Aye.
Aye. There you go.
All right, thank you, guys.
thank
I'm
you.
gonna put the amount in there.
Yeah. 23 something, so that's that. Second page or third page? Third page.
23, 219,
Yep.
23, 219.78.
Future line. All right, so let's just that she will change all those descriptions on those claims and
Okay.
hold out the foundation fee.
Okay.
What-
Alicia said she's
Okay.
gonna change the recycling part off them ones. Put it right.
Okay, so it'll be engineering services.
Yes.
Not
Yep,
recycling.
yep, it
Correct.
was just vendors wrong.
Good.
So vendors are technically good, just description and line items, so.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep,
I
good
hate to be
catch.
nitpicky, but.
No, we need that, I mean, because we prove secondary roads is too, but sometimes something gets overlooked, so.
I just thought people would see $19,000 for recycling.
Yeah, well, on that line item, it would have took a hit out of that one, so,
That's a
yep.
lot of nickel cans.
Yep, it happens.
How many nickel cans would that be?
Do the math,
More than a
divide
dump
by
truck
5
load with
cents.
a campus could cover, how's that sound?
Even if they were smashed.
Well, we got 10 minutes, so how about reports?
Well, I had Central Iowa Juvenile Detention, and I brought some graphs to show how over the past, since 1995 through 2022, the escalation of detention. I mean, it's skyrocketed.
That was in one of my amendments for that line item.
Yeah, and this other one shows, I mean, they do a great job giving us information, in my estimation, in my opinion. Yeah, we're, year-to-date is, our expenses have been $22,280, and our budget's $26,000. Yeah, so we're gonna blow through that. And this is the detention cost in comparison to other centers. Because we're a member, it gives us our cost, but that's the base. Now then, there's additional charges of which they rambled it off too fast for me to get them all written down, but it can get expensive if it's a troublemaker.
I should have you, next time you're there, or maybe reach out to them, to see about if there was a contract or anything that we were set with them.
A contract?
Yep, because I could find where we dissolved our
copy of
prior
it?
one, like years ago, but yeah.
Okay,
Because Lynn County was asking me as well, and I don't know if it's in the attorney's office, we can find it. So,
okay. All
if
right.
you could,
Yes,
just
I
something
can.
that has that rate that we're kind of locked in with them type of thing,
Okay,
or an agreement.
okay, contract. I'll do that.
Thank you.
And this is, kind of goes along with that budget. It shows how many individuals and how many days for Benton County. This shows the, without stating any names of counties or what, the who, what, where, whys, and all that, just shows you a list of, these kids are, I mean, it's some serious stuff. And that's the type of individual, juveniles they're dealing with,
Wow.
yeah?
So at least we're not the only county that's.
Oh
seeing
my
the
gosh,
effects.
no, I mean, we're pretty mild compared to some of the others.
And Luke and Ray have been working back and forth too, because I think we did dispute a few that Title 19 should have covered, so we saved a little.
There's, the counseling.
Mm-hmm.
They canceled all the counseling charges
Yep,
to the counties.
yep, that's
Okay,
good. I think we helped kind of get that going because it was frustrating.
yeah, and so that's, if there's any invoices for counseling, null and void now.
Yep. So this sheet you gave me was the most up to date, but, so those are the only ones that were in question now, right?
Those are, that's an aging statement,
Yep.
basically.
Okay, good, that'll
Yeah.
help us.
And then, due to rising costs of everything, and you can see they're looking at going green. Well, even though they're a nonprofit entity, there's a 30% tax break that you, and they don't pay taxes. Central Iowa doesn't pay taxes because of the type of organization, but the government will write a check back for that 30% to them. So if you're looking at $1 million project, they would get 300,000 back
When they didn't pay anything.
when they didn't pay anything yet. It's the way the government works. How much space you got on your rooftops?
They got their new facility all in use.
Yeah.
How long have they had it in use?
About a month. The kick about that solar is every utility is different. Alliant Energy is different than REC. If it's, in their case, they've got the Eldora municipal utilities, that's different. So, I mean, just like Benton would be different. And he said what they do is they get a kilowatt credit, if that makes sense. Because they don't have, this is a system that does not use batteries for storage. Essentially, the meter runs backwards.
Gary,
So
that it, right?
That was it?
I got a bunch of meetings this week. And I'll have none back.
Yeah, I got more. Coming up. How about you, Tracy?
Secondary road, just a couple quick things here on, before I get into other things. Secondary roads, we're gonna be hauling in black dirt around the building over here today.
Okay.
A couple loads, whatever Dean wants. Also got a call from the garden guys.
Yeah,
They're gonna have somebody plow it this fall. They had it sprayed with Roundup, killed everything off. And then next spring, they're gonna put mats down or some kind of material for the walkway pass, besides where they put the plastic down for the plants to come up.
okay.
So hopefully no weeds, period. So that was two quick things. Had landfill meeting last week. Waiting for, let's see, I gotta think, they gotta put the fence up yet. That'll be later on here in October. And then the state's
At the landfill?
at the landfill for the new cell. The cell's more or less done.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But they gotta put the fence up, and then, gotta wait for the DNR to come and inspect the new landfill before they give us thumbs up that we can use it. So hopefully, middle of October.
So with that sand, do they just start filling on top of the sand? now?
Correct. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
There was a guy out there last Thursday or Friday inspecting the new cell.
Okay. Got a couple minutes yet. I finally got down to Hannah Lake yesterday, looked at the shop. Pleasantly surprised. The steel is all done on the inside of the building, on the shop area. That's 100% done. Only their door come down probably around 9-ish yesterday morning. We're gonna install the 3 overhead doors, so now it'll actually be watertight, you know. Boiler system is in and hooked up. Drywalling done, but in the offices are all done, and they were putting on their second coat of mud on the seams when I was down there yesterday morning. So they're really, it's picking up now.
Finishing up.
Yeah, it's picking up now.
So when you guys did the tour, it'll be even better,
That's right, that's in October too.
October 9th.
The 9th.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting then. Because I know some of the things they can't, like they want to tile the bathrooms for the public. They can't find anybody that wants to do,
The tile work.
yeah, the tile work, so. I said, worst scenario, you do it yourself, so. It's not that hard. Okay, I'll quit with that right now. I got 2 other things, but Rick, go ahead.
I got my prices for doing the floor for the courthouse, the basement up there. I had 3 quotes. One was $9,442.55. $442.52. The second one was $9,640. And the third was $9,696. But the cheapest one wasn't, they weren't gonna fill cracks, or the other 2 talked about where you come out of the elevator, there's those lips of concrete. These guys were gonna work them down, try to smooth that out and stuff, where the cheapest one wasn't gonna do anything like that, so. And the last one I gave you, that guy's probably spent the most time looking everything over. And he was within $56 higher than the second one.
So that's when you're recommending of it.
That's the one I like, but I know how. The second quote, the guy was good too, but the third guy probably spent the most time looking at everything.
Local guys, what I call it,
TSR was the first one, they're out Cedar Rapids. Polish Max was the second one, they're out Cedar Rapids. And the third one was Clausen Painting out of Monticello. And he was very interested in doing the work. He does, stuff I've seen has been very good, and he's shown in that he's done, so. They all have to bring big equipment in to grind, and finding enough power is the Polish Max has to bring up a generator to run their equipment. And the other ones, I have to hook up an outlet for them.
So there's gonna be dust if they're grinding.
A small amount, everything, they have to vac everything as they're grinding. You're gonna have some, but this is what they're used to. They tell you there's gonna be some dust, but they have to collect as much as they can with all the EPA stuff and that now, so.
And they would do this over the weekend?
Let's do it on a weekend.
Okay. And so your recommendation is Clausen Painting out of Monticello?
Yeah, but if you, the second one, they'd be all right too, but Clausen he's spent the most time looking everything out. He was pretty firm with his price. The other ones have things built into them, the extras, they call it.
So there's potential for additional
Yes.
expenses?
Yes.
Where this Clausen would be
Yeah,
that's it?
yep. And they all want pretty much about half down for the product. Yeah.
That's
Every
no
one of them,
surprise.
everyone has it built in, every one of them.
That's no
They want a
surprise.
certain percent down for,
Well,
Okay,
it helps them get their materials.
but between the last two, there's $56 difference.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if Clausen, which is $56 higher, but I mean, that's the all-inclusive price.
There was nothing built into his that said.
That makes sense.
for
The other
extra, so.
kind of a
I
blank
know how
check.
those extra go,
Yeah,
seems like.
well, I'd follow Rick's recommendation and make a motion that we approve the floor work in the basement of the courthouse and have Clausen Painting out of Monticello as a contractor.
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That work?
That works fine.
How soon they gonna do this?
I haven't talked to him lately, but
Okay,
I'm assuming he'd like to get going. I kind of want things done before they do election training, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
That's okay, or before we get the scanning
Or get the
equipment down
equipment
there.
in, yeah, but we'll see. It's gonna be before, I'm hoping November, somewhere in there, at the latest. The first TSR told me they were a month out minimum.
And actually, if we have the scanning project started before that week, before the election, we'll have to do our training somewhere else anyway.
But like I said, they'll come in on a weekend.
Yeah,
I just have to move equipment, get the vending machines moved and pull doors for these guys, so.
They're gonna do the whole basement, everything.
Yep.
not the
bathrooms, I gotta pull-
common area,
it's
just out in front of the,
It's 1,100 square feet when you
Yeah.
figure the kitchen, or the break room and the bathrooms with the hallway.
you're not going into the phone room or any of that.
No,
Yeah, I didn't think so. Nobody
No.
sees that.
I was
so.
just doing the break room bathrooms and I had to pull the stools and those. Well, if you don't get it under the stool, then you gotta change the stool, it's not gonna match. I told them I'd pull stools,
It ain't that big a deal.
no.
I was just thinking if you could get, like a fan to vent it, to help.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got the doors to the north, of course, coming down the steps. And then really about the only, I would not want to open up Barb's door and try sucking that way.
And actually, none of them, they said there's gonna be a small amount, they didn't say it's gonna be a huge
Yeah,
amount of dust.
yeah,
They, like I said, they have to collect that as
Yep.
much as they can
yeah.
anymore.
I've been around it when they done it.
Then I'm gonna block that stairwell off at the top. So,
Okay.
all right.
Very good.
Could
Thanks
a
for
guy
coming in,
maybe
Rick.
vent some of that out to the east where them windows are blocked off?
There is no, there's only doorways out of those,
There is?
the boardroom or the.
Yeah, to the northeast where the sump pumps are being stored, and
Yeah, that's all blocked, I mean,
that is solid.
kind of, it'd be hard.
It'd be hard work, in other words,
I mean,
okay?
to get a fan to actually suck right out of there would be hard.
Okay,
So,
whatever.
not that we can't,
Okay.
so, you got, and well, that's fine. Oh, I talked to the guy on the clock also.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. He has no time frame. He's behind.
Okay,
And the electrical part, he wants an electrician to wire the switches as well.
okay. All right. So you've got, you're in contact with him, you know what he's gonna need and-
Yep.
and have things taken care of.
So
Okay,
he's working on, he said he got behind on his last project he was doing, so he's behind on ours
So
now.
assuming he'll let you know ahead of time to get the electrical
Yes,
done?
yep. Well, I'll have to have somebody lined up for when he comes. He was
Gotcha.
sending me schematics for everything. so-
good, good. Probably have to have help getting it up there, don't you?
Yeah, a lot of people like to go up and downstairs.
Yeah, uh-huh.
We got a few in the volunteers.
I volunteer, Gary.
Until you meet him.
I know. I remember getting up the top, one time Channel 9 coming, they wanted way up, the very top. We told that little news anchor lady, you're gonna get dirty going all the way up.
You had a couple more reports, Tracy?
Okay, had EMA last night, not too good a turnout from the mayors from Benton County.
I forgot. I'm in trouble.
I have a quick question, I had a call yesterday,
Okay,
I'm getting a few calls on that EMS levy stuff. Do you know the frequency of those new radios, is it? I told him-
Ours?
Yeah.
800.
800, okay, so he was right. I told him to contact you or Scott, because I'm like, I don't know the technical stuff, but, okay. I'll try to remember that.
As for them last night, they're kinda in, I guess they've been meeting with you, Sue, for the job description and, everything. They're gonna start the 1st of January to publicize it and hopefully get applications in by the end of January. And then they'll do the evaluation. I guess your hands are in it too, right? Correct?
Yep, helping set up interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then narrow it down, and they're hoping to have somebody hired and start the job by the 1st of April. So Scott will be able to train them for 3 months before it gets turned over to him. That was about it. As for the EMA, as for the radio towers, I've got some pictures to show you guys that they got some equipment. bolted
Good,
in-
show and tell, I like that.
bolted into some of the buildings. The fences are all up at Norway now, so I'm not worried about any.
Kids climbing the tower?
Yep.
Oh, we need some lights.
I was the only one from the county on Zoom meeting last week. You were gone, and, yeah, and Scott was gone too, so.
So
Been so good at that?
I hate it too.
the tower up by the park, is that coming along too?
Which, they're
Yeah.
working on it. I mean, they're,
It shows Norway there.
yeah, it's just, I kinda understand it. The whole problem is, we're dealing with Raycom, the company. They sub all this stuff out. Hindsight, yeah, we're actually supposed to be online right now, and we're supposed to have radios working, according to the contract and the dates. There's no penalty clause.
Hello.
So there's no penalty clause or anything. you know, and as for the subcontractors, there's no penalty clause on them either, so they can work a couple days and then take off and go back to where they're, what state they're from, so.
Nice. Anything else?
That's still past
I have a
me.
question.
Yeah,
Got a call from Jim Fleming.
yeah,
Wanted to know what's going on with that, because last I heard there was it the engineer that you talked to that was going to pour concrete, I think it was?
no, what they're gonna do, let me get the email out, I still got it yet, I can read it to you, because I was copied on it.
Okay, okay.
Speaking of the watershed, I got that, one of those from that paid bonding again yesterday. So I
Okay.
forwarded it to Jennifer. It come in the mail yesterday. Because she, I mean, I don't know, without talking to, what's his name, from WHKS, I wanted to know some of those specifics on status. So I passed it to her, but you want me to send that one to you too? It's, you know, those forms we had to fill out.
That might be smart. Because you're in
I
the
mean,
thick of it.
Because it wants to know amounts, I mean, we're not paying out anything at this point, so.
Yeah. Well, he was suggesting maybe just plugging the south side and let it go, raise the level of the pond and just go out the overflow. I don't know.
Without reading it
That's fine.
from word,
Okay, we'll look at it after.
let me pull it up and you can read it, you'll probably explain it, because I know they want to put a tile on the north side. And they also gonna have the overflow itself fixed, that it's not leaking between the seams.
That's where they think it's leaking, is between the seams?
Well, it is leaking in between the seams on the overflow. You see that overflow's 4 foot wide, so you can put a ladder and crawl down in it, and you can see it seeping down the sides, you know, so, and they're gonna, the engineer's gonna be there to watch,
Watch the work being performed.
yes,
Okay,
without naming names or anything, that
Okay.
the email says
you
it's,
can,
They can plug them seams from the inside?
that's what they said.
if you can give me a copy of that email, then maybe I could forward it.
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
we'll do
Because
this
actually, like I
afterwards.
said, it was sent to the SCS office,
Okay,
and she turned around and sent it to me.
okay,
That's why I knew it did not come out of Cedar Rapids at all.
okay. All right, yeah, we'll look at your email.
Okay,
Okay,
all right,
thank you.
okay, 10 o'clock.
So I'd like to request that we go into closed session pursuant to Iowa Code 21.5. 21.51I, sorry about that.
And then you have to read why.
Well, the motion has to, whoever makes the motion.
Oh. Well, I'll make that motion, that we go into closed session pursuant to Iowa Code 21.51I. This is to evaluate the professional competence of an individual whose appointment, hiring, performance, or discharge is being considered when necessary to prevent needless and irreparable damage to that individual's reputation, and that individual requests a closed session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Oh, I thought the sheriff was here for that. Oh, he's gone now.